everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 661 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today, I'm trying out a product that is a lot of firsts for me. This is the Celestial Thunder eyeshadow palette, but this is my first ever Dominique Cosmetics palette that I'm trying out. This is also my first ever Boxycharm product that I'm trying out. So I just got my first ever Boxycharm box yesterday. So if you haven't seen my unboxing of that, I will have that video linked down below. And I'm really excited about this palette. I believe this is a palette that everyone got in their November 2019 Boxycharm boxes. But I've heard great things about this brand, great things about this palette. It's cruelty-free. Let me show you this beauty. It has 8 gorgeous shades. These are big pans, but such great colors, textures. This has a retail value of $35 and my Boxycharm box was a little bit less than $25. So it's already like getting this palette at a super discounted price. And I am just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start swatching them. Whenever I get a new palette, I just have to swatch them. Even though I've seen videos on this palette and you all have probably seen videos on it too and you've already seen the swatching, but it just also really helps me to decide, oh, beautiful, what colors I want to wear too once I've really seen how all of the colors truly look. Whoa, oh my gosh. These sparkly colors are amazing. So super sparkly. And they have like kind of different colors in the sparkle, so they're like multicolored. These have a really nice velvety texture to them. Oh my gosh, that hot pink shade is like my actual favorite color. What's really cool about this palette too is that it doesn't read any specific season to me. Like, this is very much a year-round color scheme. Wow. Every single shade swatched so pigmented, so beautifully. I'm so excited to create a look with these. Oh. So when I review eyeshadow palettes, I will only prime one of the eyes. So going in with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, I'm just applying it to one eye. I typically do use an eyeshadow primer whenever I wear eyeshadow because I have a lot of creasing in my eyelids, and then it helps prevent, staining of the eyelids if it's a very pigmented, bright color. Or it also helps the eyeshadows last longer. So I do recommend an eyeshadow primer, but you don't always need one. And this way we can see how the eyeshadows perform with and without a primer. But to start off the look, let's see. There's not really a super neutral shade on first glance, but then when I swatched it, I saw that this shade here, Zero Gravity, is actually not as like dark gray purple as I thought. It's actually this swatch here, so that is probably a perfect transition shade. And it's also matte, so I'm picking up my crease brush, and I love that there's a mirror here. And I'm gonna start out my crease transition shade with this one called Zero Gravity. Definitely blending out very easily. I love this as a crease shade actually. It really is giving really nice dimension and kind of like a contour to my eye shape. So this is really cool because this is not a shade that if I just opened the palette and looked at it that I would be like, okay, there's my perfect crease transition shade. But it really is like the perfect transition shade. Wow. And very easy to apply. Okay, so we'll start out with that as the transition, and then I'm gonna take this shade here. It's called Storm Dust, and I'm going to apply that slightly below that crease shade. Wow, this is very pigmented. I feel like I only picked up a little bit, and I may have even picked up too much. And I have this really awesome product that I found at the Dollar Tree, and it's a eyeshadow brush cleaner. You just rub your brushes on it. It has this like textured kind of foam, and it cleans off the eyeshadow like magic. And that's how I'm just going to transition from one shade to the next using this same brush here. So next I'm gonna pick up, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is like the most beautiful pink shade. This is called Lucid Dream. And I'm gonna focus that towards the outer half of my eyelid. Oh my gosh, this is seriously my favorite color, like in the world. I love this shade of pink, and to have it in an eyeshadow form, I am so excited. And especially that it's so pigmented, so it's actually showing up the shade that it looks in the pan, which I'm really excited about because I love it so much. Okay, so I've used all matte shades so far, and I'm loving how they're applying, and they apply really well with a brush, but now I want to apply some of those shimmer shades using my finger. So now I'm going to pick up this, it's almost like a duochrome. It's got orange and hot pink in it, this shade called Fireball, and this has shimmer. So I'm going to apply that using my finger, and I just want to press this in the center of the eye look. And this is such a perfect shade to really pull together that orange shade and the pink shade, because this is like an orange shade with pink sparkle. So very complementary to the shades that I already have on my eye. And then I'm just blending in a little bit more pink and getting rid of any harsh line. And next I have to use this shimmery champagne shade called Eternal Light, picking that up with my finger as well. And I'm going to focus that on the inner corner of the eye. Oh my gosh, it's perfect, so sparkly. And I love having a light sparkle on the inner corner of my eye to help brighten up the eye look, add some glam. And I feel like that just completely pulls the look together. And then I'm also applying a little bit of that sparkle on the inner corner of my eyes as well. Okay, so here is the look so far. Oh, I'm just loving the pink and the sparkly. It's kind of giving me like a sunset feel. I have to use this teal shade, and I'm going to apply that along the lower lash line just for fun, play with some color. This is such a beautiful shade that I have to use it. Oh my gosh, this palette is so beautiful and so fun to play with. I love this look. I love the color combination. Wow. So let me show you the finished look. Seriously, every color applied beautifully, blended out beautifully. Now I like to check if there's any difference in the eyes with and without the primer. And there really does not seem to be any noticeable difference. But just if I'm looking super closely and being really picky, I do think that the eye with the primer looks a little bit smoother. Not that I'm really having creasing, but I just think that this looks more blended out than the eye without the primer. I feel like I can see lines, like a little bit of texture like from the lines in my eyelid, but there's not creasing, but it's definitely just not as smooth. Kind of hard to explain, but just in general, I think that the eye with the primer looks a little bit better, but if you were just looking at me, you wouldn't be able to tell that one eye has primer and one doesn't, but that's just me being very picky and looking very closely. Wow, this is so pretty. Oh, I just want to wear this all the time. I love the sparkle, I love the colors, and I love my first Boxycharm product. Yay, I'm really excited to try out all of the other ones, but I'm really glad this was the first one I tried out ever from Boxycharm because it was so fun, so successful. And thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.